More than 30,000 New Mexicans have served in Iraq or Afghanistan since 9/11. Now, some are seriously sick, and they believe it's because of smoke from burn pits in the war zone where garbage and toxic wastes are destroyed. Diana Sauceda reports on a deadly threat that hardly anybody saw coming. A warning first, some of these pictures are graphic.
These are burn pits at the Balad military base in Iraq. Up until last year, these pits could be found on military bases all over the world. It's a way to get rid of trash on the battlefield, and everything goes in there: garbage, medical waste, used chemicals, and plastic water bottles.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Then it's doused with spent jet fuel and ignited.
The smoke was literally knee level. There was times that you had to crouch low to walk because you couldn't see in front of you.
Master Sergeant Jessey Baca is with the New Mexico Air National Guard and continues to serve after 34 years. He's had 2 tours in Iraq. And each time Baca returned from duty, it was a joyous occasion. We were there for one of his homecomings back in 2008. Each tour, he was stationed in Balad, the site of one of the largest military burn pits in Iraq.
The ash all over your clothes, all over your face, in your hair. You could never get away from it.
After returning from his first tour in 2004, Baca started to notice symptoms with something military personnel call the Iraqi crud. He believes it was brought on by the burn pits. Baca's wife says their granddaughter also noticed a change in Jessey.
She goes, "Gami, is my papa going to die?"
In 2006, Jessey was also diagnosed with basal cell carcinoma and tumors in his hands and his neck.
What do you mean there's nothing wrong with me? Why do I feel so bad? You know, I wake up at night with fevers, I'm freezing to death, I'm weak, I go outside to do my daily activity, and I'm struggling. I said, something's wrong here.
Jessey went back to Balad in fall of '07 and came home several months later. He was concerned he contracted rare and life-threatening forms of irreversible lung disease that require a biopsy to be diagnosed. He couldn't get that procedure here in New Mexico, so last month he went to Vanderbilt University in Tennessee. There, he was diagnosed with mesothelioma caused by toxic inhalation and also chronic bronchiolitis. Both conditions have no cure or treatment.
We know that there are increased respiratory symptoms in military personnel and contractors in Iraq and Afghanistan around the burn pits.
Dr. Donna Upson is a pulmonary specialist with the VA in Albuquerque. She says a study is now being done by the National Academy of Sciences, and it will include 60,000 military personnel. It will look at the impact of the burn pits. Results are due in the spring. Despite congressional hearings last year on the impact of the burn pits, few even know about potential problems.
Before this interview, this is the first time it's come up on my desk as an issue here in New Mexico.
Colonel Tim Hale is the newly appointed Secretary of Veteran Services for the state of New Mexico. Now, he served in Iraq and admits burn pits are nasty. Hale says the big challenge for military personnel is having their conditions diagnosed and recognized so they can get help. Last month, the Air Force Times reported that as a result of congressional pressure, the Defense Department will make respirators and gas masks available to all troops near the burn pits within the next few months. Diana Sauceda, KRQE, News 13.
There is a website that is now trying to create a burn pit registry and to also provide military information or information for military personnel. To find out more about that, you can just go to our website, krqe.com.